Yo, what's going on? What's happening? Special shout out to my man, Cyrus. Straight up. Like, to be real with you, had you not sent that Cash App and put in the caption of that Cash App about, Charlie Kirk and you wanted to know what my take is on him, I would have never known Charlie Kirk, and let alone what had happened to him yesterday. For real. I ain't even lying. Like, I had to do my research, and upon doing research on him, the guy wasn't a good guy, man. Now, the question is, did he deserve to get the Fat Joe lean back done to him? Hey, that's neither here or there. I don't want to answer yes or no. Straight up. To be real with you, I have no empathy towards him. I mean, matter of fact, he's the one that said, in his words, that there's no such thing as empathy. So, I don't empathize. What happened to him? Straight up. And I'm here to tell you, Black America, you need to keep your head on the swivel. Because it's amazing. I'm going to make it relevant. Hear me out. It's amazing the news coverage that this man is getting and his death. You know what I'm saying? 9/11 anniversary is today. A mass school shooting happened after the Charlie Kirk incident. And who's getting the most news coverage? Charlie Kirk. Straight up. And I know why, because white America is angry. The right wing is angry. They done lost their man. They done lost their savior. Straight up. I mean, if you heard it from the average melanin recessive man's mouth, that's a Republican, he would say that Charlie Kirk was supposed to be the next president. To be real with you, Charlie Kirk spoke for the behalf of white America. And now that white America is angry and upset of what happened to Charlie Kirk, but then also on top of that, them losing their jobs. The food and nutrition program, or SNAP program being cut. Their Medicaid being cut. Food prices going up. Gas prices going up. Tariffs. The people in rural America losing their farms and not being able to pass down generational wealth. White America is pissed. And it's angry and frustrated to the point where they want to unleash their frustration out on someone. And as usual, history proves it, that Black America is white America's punching bag. Straight up. And if you don't believe me, just today, a couple of HBCUs, one being Hampton, has received threats to the point where these HBCUs have shut down operations for the whole day. Not for today as well as Friday. And I know black people are so clueless. Like, we're asking, like, what the hell does this got to do with us? Why are they taking their frustration out on us? They always do. And they don't have to have a legitimate reason. Straight up. They just lost their man. In reality, I truly believe that they just lost their God. Because a lot of people worship this guy. And, white America is telling Black America that you should feel sorry for him. That you should have empathy for him. You should feel sorry for him because he had a family. And my response to that is, so did Adolf Hitler and King Leopold. Straight up. Like, to be real with you, whatever this man, Charlie Kirk, stood for, his wife stood right beside him. And if Charlie Kirk, in which he was spewing out hate on this university circuit that he was going on, makes you think that he wasn't teaching that same hate that he was spewing to the kids on college campuses? What makes you think that he wasn't spewing that same type of hate to his children? That's real talk. This guy wasn't a good guy at all. And some would say he got what he deserved. I'm not going to go that far. I'm not going to say whether he got what he deserved or not. I'm not going to do that. But what I will say is America's falling. Straight up. And black people, you better get out of the situation that you're in, because it's only going to get worse. See, white America wanted you to respond the way that they wanted you to respond. And when you responded like, oh, he's nothing but a racist and he's this and that and I don't feel sorry for him, white America got mad. I mean, they still a little torn up because you ain't out in the streets protesting, putting your bodies or your life out on the line. Straight up. So just think about that, man. The last time a bunch of right-wing, melanin recessive beings got upset, we had the storm on Capitol Hill. I think it was January 6th. Were these monsters, real monsters that is. Because you know how they said that the black man that, unalived that Ukrainian female in Charlotte, North Carolina was a monster? Nah. He was disturbed. He had mental problems. But the real monsters were the ones that stormed Capitol Hill and defecated on congressmen and congresswomen's tables and shit and smeared the shit all over their walls and shit. Those are the real monsters. Those are the real animals. Because they didn't get what they thought that they were in the right. See, that's what all the right wing has to believe in is they believe that they're in the right. And they'll do some of the most violent, criminal shit that's on the planet. Better watch out, because the real mob is coming. And that's a mob full of angry, melanin recessive beings that they feel as though that they're losing power, in which they are, as well as white privilege. And before they let go, they'll burn everything down along with the people in it. And that's real talk. So I say be aware, because it's only going to get worse, man. The way that they're covering this whole Charlie Kirk thing, I really do feel that's just my opinion, that this is an agenda. And that this whole thing was staged. Now, the incident was real, but it was all staged. There's an agenda that's being pushed. And sooner than later, we're going to find out. Well, I'm not, because I'm not living in America. And hopefully you won't either. Hopefully you won't be there to see what they really were trying to push or pull. Straight up. I mean, let's just be real. You would think that the president, something happened to the president. The amount of news coverage, the amount of time that they spending on this man. You would think that he was just this, I don't know, he was so, like he was a messiah, a savior. Maybe not in black America, but possibly in white America. That's real talk, man. So I ain't got no time to be focusing on what's going on with this dude. What happened to him? I'm being real with you. Today I was really more concerned that I didn't make it to the beach, because It's like raining outside. And to be real with you, man, I wouldn't have known that anything happened to this man if it wasn't for my man Cyrus that sent the cash app. And I could be honest, you know, like, I'm really proud that I don't know. I didn't know of the man. But I know of his mentality. And yeah, true indeed, he's gone. He's out of here. But you know what? There'll be billions of other Charlie Kirks that's going to step in the late Charlie Kirk's place. That's real shit. Like, you think just because for some of you all that are, you know, celebrating and happy that he's gone, you think that you got rid of him? You might have got rid of the person, but you never ever can get rid of the mentality. That mentality is passed down, has been passed down from one generation to the next. You think that Charlie Kirk's wife is not going to teach her children what Charlie Kirk was teaching these college students? Hate. Sadly mistaken. And that's why I say, keep your head on the swivel, black people. Straight up. Because white America's angry. And when white America gets angry, they got to go beat up on someone. Straight up. That's real shit. I'm not making it up. Be prepared for the worst. But I would tell you to not even put yourself in a position to get out while you can. Because America's on fire. And it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. They said that this is the 46th mass school shooting that happened yesterday in Denver, Colorado. An hour after the situation with Charlie Kirk. And then the next day, which is today, people are, you know, what is it? I can't say celebrating, honoring the 9/11 anniversary where thousands of people died on this day. You can't make this shit up. Straight up. It's only going to get worse. Not before it gets better. It's only going to get worse. And I tell you, man, you better get out while you can. And if you don't, then that's on you. That's on you. And for you to think that, oh man, I'm all right, you know what I'm saying? You know, black people didn't have nothing to do with that. The person that pulled the trigger wasn't black and blah, 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 and this and that and so forth. I just told you. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that you wasn't listening. I'm going to tell you again. Angry, melanin recessive, angry and frustrated melanin recessive beings don't have to believe, don't have to know that they're right. They could just believe that they're right. You see what I'm saying? They could justify hurting you and your family any kind of way. Any kind of way. And that's the point that I'm making to you. At least, let me say this. If you can't get out of the situation that you're in, you can't get out of America, you don't want to get out of America, then guess what you should do? You should listen to what Charlie Kirk said. He was what? A proponent of the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. So if you never listen to him, because all he did was spew hate, was one thing that he said was positive. It's one thing that he was an advocate for, and which I agree with, and that is your Second Amendment right to bear arms. Straight up. Take your children, make it a family affair to go to the range. Take up some classes, tactical training, and make sure that you can protect you and yours. Because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when that angry mob comes knocking on your door. That's real shit. Like the climate is being made so that racist people could feel comfortable with being a racist. That's what Charlie Kirk was. He felt comfortable as well as confident with telling people that black people ain't shit. That's basically what he said. I don't have to go through all the rhetoric and shit that he said about black women and the black pilot and all the rest of that shit. I'm pretty sure that you've seen the shorts as well as I have. But he was quite comfortable and confident in the bullshit hate that he was spewing out of his mouth. So what makes you think there won't be another one to replace him? And if they can make it so, racist people can make it so, that is right to harm black people and justify it, please, it's over. Thus, this whole race war begins. I mean, they're doing it. Come on, look at what they did. I told you all that on a video with when I covered with the Charlotte dude and the Ukrainian chick on the train. I told you they was gonna turn this into a racial thing, and they did. It was a big, bad, angry, monster black man that unalived the precious, sweet, beautiful Ukrainian girl. Straight up. Now, we ain't gonna cover that story of that illegal immigrant that raped that black girl and threw her over the fucking bridge. We ain't gonna cover that. Because that doesn't go along with our narrative. Black people, do what you gotta do. Protect you and yours. Other than that, my name is Langston 2092.